There is one particular thing that false churches or religious institutions who claim to be Christian will say. And as soon as they say this, it is a complete giveaway that they are false. So run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to tell you exactly what this is, but first I need to frame this message to communicate something to you. So this particular thing that I'm talking about, I've heard it said by Mormons, I've heard it said by Jehovah's Witnesses, I've heard it said by Catholics. In fact, as I was coming out of the Catholic Church, as I weighed up a number of the problematic theologies in the Roman Catholic Church, this was one of the final things that pushed me out, because when the priest said this to me, I knew it wasn't true. I also had a friend who was attending a smaller group of churches who claimed this same thing. They said the exact same thing, which I'm going to tell you shortly. And this was something that got in her mind and began taking her to a place where she actually walked away from this church, and she actually walked away from Christianity altogether. So it's very dangerous, it's very damaging. But before I tell you what it is, I just need to ask this, right? Let's ask this together. How does a person come to a place of receiving salvation? They come to salvation by faith in Jesus Christ, his finished work, what he did on the cross, his resurrection from the dead. When a person repents and believes, they are born again. Their sins are washed away, they're forgiven, they receive eternal life, and they enter into right relationship with the Father. And this happens independent of any religious institution, independent of any church. A person may be saved at church, hearing a message at church, but salvation comes through Jesus Christ alone, not through a church. Now, what I want to say before I really get into this is I just want to say that I believe in going to local church. I believe that the local church was established for the purpose of fellowship, for the purpose of teaching and instructing, for the purpose of oversight. And I would encourage every believer to attend a local church that has gospel-centered preaching, that has biblical leadership and oversight, which is in alignment with what the Bible teaches. For example, look at the book of Timothy for the qualifications. And I understand that a lot of people don't have a church like that where they are, and I wouldn't encourage a person or advise a person to attend a church that's preaching a message contrary to the gospel or isn't a true church. But if you can find one, I would certainly advise it, because I believe that we are called to that sort of community, some sort of gathering together as believers under a leadership and oversight. But what we see today in a lot of these institutions is abuse of leadership and oversight. And the thing that these churches will say that you know they are automatically a false church, which is incredibly ironic, is that they will say that they are the one true church. If any church says that they are the one true church, they are not only not the one true church, they are not a true church at all, and they are a false church. Because there are a remnant of believers all over the world, in all different countries, in all different backgrounds, who form part of the universal church of Jesus Christ, true believers united together in one faith. As I said, yes, I do believe in individual local churches, but there's no such thing as a one true church in terms of an institutional organization. There is globally, which is the collective body of saved believers, but in terms of local churches, that's just not the case. And these institutions or cults will claim these things so that salvation is exclusive through them. It uses fear tactics, it uses abuse of control. It basically says that God is talking to or using one particular institution to reach people for Christ. This is completely unbiblical. So I just wanted to say that today, friends. If you ever hear a church or institution say, we are the one true church, run and recognize instantly that they are, in fact, a false church, because no church, no institution can make that claim. The only true church is the global church, the universal church, the body of those who believe in Jesus Christ. Leave your comments below, friends. Would love to hear from you. Talk to you soon. God bless you.